Viareggio over on the Adriatic coast in Tuscany, just slightly north of Pisa by about 20 minutes, and about an hour, just under an hour from Casa Trebbio, our beautiful little Tuscan bolt hole. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's quite a cosmopolitan seaside town with really cool showers on the beach. How amazing is that? So a bit like my other video on Forte di Mare, which is just kind of along the coast from here, there are pretty much a billion beach clubs here. As you can see, this is one of them, and along this stretch, along the whole promenade, which I'll take you to in just a second, is just beach club after beach club after beach club, which is great if you want to sit on the beach all day. I'm here pretty much out of season. As you can see, the shops are busy, but the beach less so. And what you've got is this really long drag of just lovely shops, really nice shops, great restaurants as well. So I'm just going to show you a little mix of it. These are predominantly, and as I'm saying this, I'm just thinking, I can't think of anything other than clothes shops. There's the odd gimmicky thing or whatever, but there's just tons and tons of kind of boutique clothes shops and what have you. So it's a great spot for shopping. And then what you'll find periodically is you go through in between a couple of shops into a beach club. This one here, I'm just wandering through. They all tend to have, over on the left there, you can see like dressing rooms. So you basically pay a fee to use them for the day, and then they have a restaurant there. And then as you go through to the beach, they've got their own kind of allocated sun lounges and what have you. So you pay them a fee. You can use the changing and the shower facilities and use the sun lounges here as well. You can just kind of walk right through this lot, though. You don't have to use a lounger. There are just public spaces, and there's quite a big public beach here as well. So they all tend to have these kind of boardwalks, and you can just go all the way out to the sea. And as I say, there's quite a big public beach here, as well as these ones as well. And they're pretty hot on lifeguarding as well, he says, as there's nobody in the lifeguard tower. But anyway, I think they are a seasonal thing. And then that's looking down towards where the fishing boats come in and what have you as well. And I was kind of here on this particular day just around about dusk, as you can see. So, and also, to be fair, pointing straight into the sun with the camera, it does just look like sunset. But it was kind of approaching dusk, and it did then get quite dark as I was walking along here and filming. But Viareggio is a particularly favourite spot of mine. As I say, it's really nice for clothes shopping. On the left there, you can see cars. There's parking all the way along here, but it does get very, very busy, so you might have to park quite a bit further down from this. But they've got great paths, and this is obviously all pedestrianised here, and great shops everywhere. And a lot of them are in very, very nice buildings. There are some old grand buildings here, like old theatres and what have you. My favourite restaurant along here is the Grand Cafe Margarita, which I'll show you in a sec. But I want to point this out. Some of the cars are really small. They do tend to, I mean, this one here, look, is smaller than a bicycle's, and it's a sports car. But anyway, it's just a thing. Anyway, just looking, no, that's not the theatre that I was thinking of. So yeah, the Grand Cafe Margarita is a lovely place. They all tend to have outside eating areas as well, but very often screened off. And as you would expect, there's just kind of tons of pizza pasta places and what have you. I put this in. It's a shop called Guthrie. It couldn't look or sound more English as it tried, I don't think. But anyway, quite expensive in there as well. This is the Grand Cafe Margarita. It's a grand old building, and I tend to eat outside here anyway. That's a theatre. There you go. There's a sign up there, Teatro Eden. So that's an old theatre, which is now a restaurant. I don't know if their office is up above, but you can see what I mean by the screening. So they kind of, you can sit out there, but you're not sort of being bothered particularly by people walking past and what have you. So it's a very well set up place. Certainly you just get tons and tons and tons of Italians here over the course of the summer, just sunbathing, and they slap olive oil on and slowly cook in the sun. But what I'm doing now is I'm walking up towards where the fishing boats come in. I'm just going to point this lighting out to you. This restaurant on the corner. Apologies for the sort of the strobe effect. It's because the camera doesn't like pointing at lights. I always just think those lights look really cool. It's just a ton of light bulbs hanging down. And this, as you can see, is where we're going over towards the sort of the docks and the port here. And this is where the fishing boats come in here, and you can see that they do actually have fishing boats literally come up, moor up to here, and then just get a trestle table out and start selling fresh fish. I've got photos somewhere of them doing that, and some of them are restaurants. So literally they will get the fish delivered to them, or in some cases they catch them and then they just pull up here and they just cook the food. It does tend to be quite greasy. I've eaten from these places a couple of times, and yeah, they can use quite a bit of grease. If you're in the mood for a bit of grease, then go for it. One thing you have to watch out for is these little fellas. The seagulls are keen on chips, and I kind of thought as I was filming this that this guy was going to get attacked, but he didn't. So anyway, this is over towards, now you can see lots of masts there. There's a marina there, and there are some massive motor yachts in there as well. And just over beyond that, there's a huge kind of a facility where they come in and have work done and what have you. So that's kind of the inlet for the ship, for the fishing vessels, and then the yacht harbour over the other side, which is, I always tend to go over and have a little look around because I love yachts. Anyway, as you can see, the sun's starting to really set now as I go through, just for one little last look around the beach. And there were some kids playing, there's kids playing volleyball there, although it was getting fairly dark. I don't know if they've got an illuminous ball or what, but anyway, so that's Viareggio. Hope you have enjoyed that. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also subscribe to the newsletters on the homepage of our website. Just scroll down to the bottom, enter your details, and that way I can let you know about any last minute availability we might have, about any competitions, about any cancellations, that sort of thing. And also please follow us on social media too. So that's Viareggio. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please look around at some of the other videos, and I hope you get a chance to go to Viareggio when you're staying with us over in Casa Trebbio. As I say, it's only about 45-50 minutes-ish away, just under an hour. And please give me some comments in the boxes below. Let me know if you've been here, or if you haven't been here, just tell me what you think of the look of it. And I'll see you on the next video. Cheers!